luck on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
13. Ready. Yellow waiting. Got it. Go down.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Shotgun now for Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here we go.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Ready?
From the gun, it's Breeze. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return will stop right around the 25. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here we go. Wide eight. 41's the will. Here we go. Going to 54. Wide eight. Here you go.
The give is to Elliott. And he powers his way up past the 30. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Good. Here we go. Wide eight. Good. 47. Here we go. Get that. Let's go. Get out. Get out. Wide eight. Take. Wide eight. Take.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Here we go. Wide eight. Here you go. Switch. Here we go. 47. 47.
Here's Elliott. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Here we go. Wide eight. Here we go. 46. 26.
Again, it's Elliott. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Wide eight. Here we go. Get that. Let's go. Get out. Get out. Switch. Switch is eight. Here we go. 47.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Wide eight. Go, go, go. Get out there. Get out there.
Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
47.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Get out. Here we go. Wide 8.
Now Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Gun. Here we go. 46. 26.
He's back to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Wide 8. Here you go. Here we go. 46. Gun. 26.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's brought down. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go. Wide 8.
Now Elliott. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, so you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Back to throw. Dancing to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty.